Good morning. I trust everyone's done their reading assignments and they're prepared to discuss today's topic of the major events and historical figures of the Civil War. We're going to begin our lesson today with getting out our Chromebooks or iPads and accessing our KWL charts. You can do that through the Blackboard. I have paper copies for those of you who would prefer them. We're going to take 7 minutes to fill these out. You're going to go to our K column and fill in what you already know, which is typically what you've learned from the reading. And then we're going to go to the W column and fill out what you would like to know or what you think you're going to learn today from our discussion. And our third column will be done after today's lesson and is complete. And you'll fill in what you have learned on that specific thing that you wanted to know about. You can list things like historical figures, battle sites, the number of soldiers killed, the Emancipation Proclamation, anything else that you found interesting about the Civil War. We're going to, again, take 7 minutes to do so, and then with the last 3 minutes that we're going to take for this part, we're going to pick 4 students to share one thing from their no column. Okay? Go ahead and do that. Okay guys, now that we have completed our KWLs and discussed them, we're going to take notes from our PowerPoint presentation, and once we're done with our presentation, we're going to complete our JOT or vocabulary charts, but feel free to ask any questions as we go through our presentation. Okay, does anyone have any questions before we move on to our vocabulary charts? All right, I only have 6 of the terms listed up here. You have 12 total. In the chart below, we're going to use our first column to list our vocabulary words. We've already got those listed as I've assigned them. And then we're going to fill in a sentence or explanation of each event, historical figure, or vocab term. Then I want you, in the definition part, to kind of list the more important things that we're going to have to remember for our study guides and tests. That's going to be like the date and whether it was like a Union or Confederate victory at the battle, or what it is that that person was known for. And I'm going to walk around the class and watch each of y'all while you work on this. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And yes, you may use your notes and textbooks to fill these in. Okay. Today we're going to be doing something special with our vocabulary charts. We're going to exchange them with a peer. We're going to grade these in class. I'm going to record these grades and then pass these back to you. Just so that you can use them as a study source for when you're filling out your study guide tonight. Okay, now that we've got those graded, we have 25 minutes left of class. We're going to use our Chromebooks or iPads to access the web link provided. It's right up here. It's also through Blackboard. And then we're going to choose 3 exhibits. Looks like I have a typo here that says Western Indian Wars. We're talking about the Civil Wars. Let's see here. We'll correct that later on. Just an example, one of the exhibits that I chose is the Civil War in Virginia. Specifically on September 17th, the Army of the Potomac hit Lee's force in what became the war's bloodiest single day of fighting. You can continue reading, but just so everyone knows, the Battle of Antietam was one of the bloodiest single day battles of the Civil War. So go ahead and do that with our last 25 minutes. I just want to let you guys know that tonight's homework is to finish your double journal entries on the 3 exhibits. That is if you don't finish them in class. And then you'll use the study guide that I have on Blackboard. I also have paper copies available. And you'll fill in 10 matching and 20 multiple choice questions. The study guide will be collected tomorrow or next class, and they'll be graded and sent back to you. Of course, we'll also use those to study for our test. Okay, and we've reached a stopping point for today. Today's lesson was focused on the major events of the Civil War and the historical figures. What were some of those major events? Okay, and who are some of the historical figures that were important during the Civil War? And what role or key factors made those people important? All right, thank you.